This is my trip to Michigan. My buddy Ed, he has got this land next to his land that's got this huge swampy, boggy area, and we were I was out there playing with his neighbor's stuff, trying to drain that bog that they were working on. But we went up north to Manton, Michigan, where he's got a little cabin. We wanted to install this stove. We stopped at Tractor Supply, got me a cool new hat, and started working on cutting this hole in the wall. That's us. We didn't have a jigsaw, no electric, so it was a lot of hand tools, small little cuts, made the big hole, got it all in. Got it to this point, had to run into town, get a support bracket from Home Depot. It was a lot of trips back into town to get stuff, of course, as any project is, trying to get it to work. So we met my parents up at a restaurant on Saturday. It was fantastic. I think it was Saturday, maybe Sunday. I can't recall. Anyway, that's me and my mom and dad. Fantastic. Best parents you'll ever want. This is the stove the first night. It was a little bit cold, though, still, because people are sending me text messages. Sorry, I'm at watch there. Because the gabled end of that wall right there that you see was not closed in, nor over the door. So 90% of her heat, at least, was just going straight up and out. And so it was a little bit chilly, having to burn the stove really, really warm and go through the wood really fast because we were losing all the heat off the top. The second night, much more regulated. We figured out how to regulate the flue in the chimney. I love this song. Listen to this.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.
Isn't that a perfect song? From up here, it's so beautiful. So anyway, this is my buddy's little cabin down there. It was kind of windy-ish, and then I started getting some distance issues. So the video you'll see later, it starts looking kind of wavy. That's because of the video feedback to the phone that was recording the video. The next video, though, that you will watch is I'm using him as a spotter. So he's holding the phone. He's giving me advice on a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. It's like right here, I have no idea what I'm actually recording because I can't watch the phone. If I had it in the little controller clipped in, it tends to shut the phone off because the on-off button on the phone pushes against the body of the controller and shuts itself off, and then I lose video. So an engineering kind of a lameness. So I now record. I have the phone off to the side, sitting down somewhere, so I don't actually accidentally shut the video off. So that's why I can't see what I'm doing. So having a spotter really helps a lot. You'll see in the next video it gets a little bit better. There's the solar panels. He's got a deep cell battery inside that he runs some equipment off from, some lighting and stuff like that. It's really cool setup. Beautiful place to go and just relax. We had so much fun. We did these little projects. We ended up along the eaves. We got some foam board and stuck up in there to prevent the heat from coming out. I see a little drone shadow there. That was so awesome. I'm like, hey, I'm going to drive right through this and see what happens. The inside, the stove is going away, making some smoke, keeping it nice and warm. It was chilly out. It was really chilly out. If we had not had that stove, we would not have been sleeping out there. That's how cold it was. We went up there thinking squirrels, never saw squirrels. Got a couple chipmunks, but you don't eat chipmunks. You need 80 of them to get a mouthful. So anyway, now he's being my spotter, and I can just pay attention to the drone now. And he's telling me and giving me examples of, hey, watch out for that tree. And he's letting me know that, hey, the video is getting some issues because of the sun, so maybe face it a different direction. Better drones, you can put filters over top of the lenses that take away the sun ray issue. I love this picture right here of it, right there. It clears up. You can really see his cabin really nice. And I started to do a flyover of the cabin, and that's what I had anticipated really wanting to do. but the trees have grown up so much that you really have to get some serious elevation to do that properly. And I'll just do it just for a short period, and then I have to stop because there's a tree. If I had some higher elevation, like here's the flyover. See, if I had been able to, I had dreamed, and I forgot these trees were so big. They just growing and growing and growing. If I really wanted to come from the other direction, but the sun was in that direction, I knew the video would be bad if I had came from that direction. I wanted to come in and go and look at the cabin and then go up and whoo, but the trees prevented me from doing that properly. There's his outhouse. He's got another pole barn over there behind some trees. We got a bunch of supplies and stuff in. His parents had a rock shop, a geologist type rock shop. That business closed, and they moved all their supplies and rocks and stuff out here. That glitch in that graphics is from losing the Wi-Fi signal on the phone, but came right back. And you see the waviness? That waviness right there is from the sun going through the blades. And I got a little bit of an angle there. Now you don't get that. And then that's facing north again. That's a little trail. See that waviness there in that graphics? That's from the Wi-Fi signal. Because it's just a small drone, cheap drone. And you get a little bit further away, and you start losing that sync. That's just perfect. But look at how beautiful those colors are. I really wanted to get colors. My wife so loves the Michigan colors, and so I was trying to get colors. And of course, coming back, because the wind kept pushing me that way, and pulling me out of range, so I kept having to go back into the sun to get me back into where we were. This is I'm wanting to look straight down and come in for a landing with the lens looking straight down. There's an actual downward facing fixed camera that I could have used and switched over to, but it's only a 480p quality. And then we just cut the video here before we even land. There we go. That's the gabled end that was completely open. We have the right side closed off there, and that's what it looks like from the outside. We knew that this project right here is going to make us so much more comfortable this evening than the night before. We put some trim up just to make it look a little bit nicer where some of the boards came together, because we were cutting with hand tools, so it's not perfect, you know. Haha! Goose Lake! Yeah, the wording there, I spliced in the intro video and I forgot to move that wording. That wording for Goose Lake does not come until here. This is where that wording was supposed to come in. So, just imagine that wording being in this area right here. So my buddy was like, hey, you went to Idaho, saw your high school buddy, I'm your college buddy, and I'm from Michigan, and Michigan's better than Idaho, so you better make a video of Michigan. So he's a little bit competitive, and he really loves Michigan. The rivers, the streams, the animals, the water, the canoeing, the hunting, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Those are all the things that I miss when I'm in Arizona, so I definitely will make some videos. Problem was we had some wind issues, and it was cloudy the whole time. Yay, Michigan, 99% clouds, 11 and a half months of the year, yay. So you couldn't see the colors very well, but hey, if you live there, you can be there that one day of the year and see the beauty. Haha. So anyway, and then there's a still picture of the end of the video, and that's about it. It was a good time. Fantastic time. Michigan is beautiful, Ed. Michigan's beautiful.